Are you a ball of confusion? Do you lie awake at night and you're confused about your life, where you're going? I'm sure that you have moments of that because we all do. We have confusion because we have a lack of clarity in that we've not taken the time to analyze who we are and what's really important to us. And we're juggling so many things that we don't take time to just clear the mind of things. I know that once I determined what my highest values were, the 5 things that were most important to me, when I determined that, then everything I do aligns with that, and there's no confusion. If I'm confused, I ask the question, does this support what I value the most? If it doesn't, I say, no wonder I'm confused. It's not really something that's important to me, so why am I even dealing with it? And then the other thing is, we get confused because we forget that being authentic is the nature of our lives, and it's how we must live. There's no question we must live authentically, because if we don't live authentically, guess what? We're going to get confused because we're not being ourselves. Being yourself is the only thing you can do. However, you're the one who has to figure out who that is. What I've come to the conclusion of, who is this Lee Wallach? Well, I know I'm the infinite expression of the One. I'm unique, whole, and perfect as I am. And as such, in my human form, with an ego and a body, I've chosen that what's most important to me is to become aware that I'm not my body, I'm not my mind, but I am this divine presence. But also that in my human form, what really turns me on is to teach and to connect with others, interpersonal connection. Those are the 2 most important things to me. And as a part of that, it's researching and learning about human behavior and spirituality. And in doing so, I know that because I'm bringing a value to society, I know that I'm infinitely abundant. And in order to do that, I must be healthy. So I choose health. So what you've got there are my 5 top values. Number 1, become more aware of who I really am. 2, teach. 3, interpersonal connection. 4, health and well-being. And 5, financial independence. So everything I focus on is that, so I don't have confusion, because I know what's most important to me. When things come in and they're not important to me, I get confused. And so I go back to asking the question, does this support my highest values? If it doesn't, I let it go, or I delegate it. I put it in its proper perspective, because society, other people are going to try to get you to believe what they believe and do what they want you to do. I've come to the conclusion after all of my life that I'm not here to do what anyone else wants me to do. My wife, my children, my granddaughter. No, I get to choose what I want to do and how I want to be in the world. And with that, I have no confusion. I'm very clear about that. Here's the other thing, that in order to do all of the things that I've just talked about, I have to accept 100% responsibility for my life. I cannot play the role of a victim. I cannot blame people outside of me for what I'm experiencing. I don't control everything that happens to me, but I do control how I experience it. So I do my best. Let me put it that way. I do my best to avoid saying something and then put but. Because when we're justifying a limitation. But it's okay that I do that. But this, but that. We get a lot of that with the political structure today, don't we? I like them, but this. I don't like them, but this. Here's what you figure out politically. You look at all of the candidates and you decide who's most in alignment with what you believe. and you make your choice and you move on. You don't need to share that with anyone. You don't need to be an advocate for any one point of view. Why? Because you understand that everyone is the divine expressing, and everyone has the opportunity to make that decision for themselves. And who are you? Who are you to tell someone what to decide? Would you want someone telling you? It goes both ways, doesn't it? Don't cast the first stone. Judge, not yet ye be judged. You following what I'm saying? You discover your authenticity. You discover who you really are. And you live from that. And you'll find you will not be a ball of confusion. Much love, everyone. It's a great day to be alive. And you can make it so.